They say the pines never sleep. And in Pine Hollow, the trees seem to lean in like they're listening, waiting. The locals warn, never wander too deep into those woods after sunset. Not because of wolves. Not because of bears. Because of him. They call him the Watcher. No one knows what he looks like. No one who's seen him has ever made it back to say. But see, I didn't believe in ghost stories back then. I thought it was all just backwoods folklore, campfire talk to scare kids and keep tourists from trampling through the trees. So when Eli dared me to spend the night out there, deep in the hollow, I laughed. Honestly laughed. Told him I'd bring marshmallows and spooky stories of my own. I packed light, flashlight, a flask, my grandfather's old hunting knife. Just in case. By the time I reached the clearing, the sky was already bleeding orange, melting into purple. Twilight clung to the trees like cobwebs. I picked a spot near a crooked pine, looked like it had been twisted by some invisible hand. Its bark was split, gnarled, almost like a scar. I set up my little camp and sat back to take in the quiet. But that's when I noticed it. No birds. No wind. No rustling branches. Just silence. Total, unnatural silence. The kind that presses against your ears. Like the forest was holding its breath. I told myself it was normal. Maybe the woods got quiet at night. But then came the knocking. Not loud. Not close. Just steady. Somewhere deeper in the woods. I turned. Shined my light. Nothing. Just black trunks reaching like fingers. Mist creeping low across the ground like it had somewhere to be. Woodpecker, I muttered. Beat. Then it came again. Only this time, from the opposite direction. I spun around. My light darted wildly. Again. And again. Too perfect. Too even. Like footsteps. My breath caught. Suddenly, I wasn't so sure about ghost stories anymore. And then, I saw it. Just beyond the tree line, a figure. Tall. Still. Like it had been waiting there that whole time. Its body thin, almost bark-colored. Its head cocked just slightly to the side, watching. No face. No eyes. Just stillness. I blinked and it was gone. Not a sound. No rustle. No footsteps. Just emptiness. I felt my heartbeat in my throat. I grabbed my pack and turned to head back, but the trail was gone. I swear, I had just come from that direction, but now it was all trees. Trees that looked unfamiliar. Closer. I spun around, light trembling in my hand. The woods twisting. Shifting. Like they didn't want me to leave. Then I heard it. Breathing. Not mine. Something slow. Rasping. Right behind me. I turned. Nothing. But when I looked down, footprints. In the dirt. Not mine. Bare. Long-toed. Leading in a perfect circle around me. And in the center, a single, smooth stone, carved with an eye. I reached for it, but my fingers wouldn't move. Like the air had turned to molasses. Thick. Heavy. Every breath tasted like iron and pine. And then, the whisper. Not in my ears. Inside my head. You look back. That's all it said. You look back. That was enough. I ran. Didn't care where. Didn't care how. Branches tore at my arms, my legs. The trees closed in. My lungs burned. But I kept running. Kept moving. Until I tripped. face first into cold dirt. When I opened my eyes, I was at the edge of the forest. The sky was pale. The sun was rising. Morning. I thought I just made it out, that I'd survived the night, until people found me a few hours later, sitting there, mumbling, holding that stone, the one I swore I never touched. They said I'd been missing for 3 days. 3. Not one night. 3. And my footprints? They found them in a clearing, circling the twisted tree. Over and over and over. I never went back. But the knocking, it followed me. Started small, outside my window. 3 times. Every night. I moved. Changed towns. Even stayed in a high-rise once, thinking he couldn't reach me there. But he did. Because once you see the watcher, he never stops watching. And if you hear the knocking, don't look out the window. Don't look back. Just don't. Because if you do, you might just see him, too.